All right, we're on our daily walk. So you guys see that I'm on my daily walk, and I have a title that says something to do about The Rock, right? Well, you know I'm a wrestling channel, right? If you're on Twitch, I'm a wrestling channel over on YouTube / whole bunch of stuff. So if you're on, I don't know if this is going to translate over to YouTube at all. If not, I'll just take this and put it up with. So I thought I'd do this as my daily walk instead of an episode of, because I don't know how long I'm going to be walking for. So I got to get back in the swing of things when it comes to streaming. So let's talk about The Rock. I think it's disgusting that The Rock politic did a Hulk Hogan for titles. I find that to be flat out ridiculous. That was my chat. Is my chat alive here? Okay, it is. Okay. I think it's literally ridiculous that you have The Rock, right? Politicking Dwayne, right? Which I find very silly, in my honest opinion. Like, I literally politicking for a WrestleMania main event. It just boggles my mind. I guess they had a meeting when they were doing those emergency meetings. His idea is to be main event for WrestleMania 40, and I'm like, why? You didn't need to politic, Rock. You could be on the WrestleMania card against anybody else, but let the man finish his story. You know what I mean? Let the man finish what he was doing. You know what I mean? But what have we learned all these years? Big legends come back to WWE and they politic their way to the top. This was not surprising by me now reading the PWI or something like that article this morning. And I find it ridiculous, that here's The Rock politicking his way. Now, there's another report going around that Cody Rhodes will get his main event spot at SummerSlam. He'll have the World Heavyweight title. He'll win the Universal title or Undisputed Universal title, whatever. And WWE is going to make another title. What are we doing? What are we doing as in fans or as in people? Then I hear from people today on different wrestling channels that, WWE's booked so well. They really haven't booked that well at all. Outside of a couple of things. You know what I mean? Gunther, they've done well with. They've done well with, oh my God. They did well with Bianca to a certain extent. But really, outside of those things and maybe Braun Breaker and a few other things in WWE, they really haven't had really the best track record on booking. And you can see that. Like last night was abysmal to me. You have The Rock coming in and he's just like, kid, I got you. Then articles are coming out saying he's saving the day, yay. What is this man saving the day, yay, on? You guys tell me. Let me see here real quick. Hold on. Oh, okay. We try one, okay. All right, we should be back live. But you guys get the point. Like, where I'm coming from. Like, I don't mind if The Rock wanted to politic, but the way he went about it was very, very stupid, in my opinion. The way The Rock went about it was very, very stupid, in my opinion. And then them wanting to basically, let's give me an understanding here, right? So what they want to do, and let me get this understanding, right? They want to basically make a new set of titles after they just introduced new titles. That is WWE fucking going backwards. And I don't care whoever tells me different. That's them going backwards. That's them failing the fans. And you know, I expect it from AEW, but I do not expect it from WWE because I have a high standard when it comes to watching wrestling and stuff like that. I expect better. But here you have The Rock bullshit politicking. And here you have bullshit Triple H going, okay, Dwayne. I'm not saying Triple H should be fired. If the allegation stuff goes the way it goes and he knew about it, he's got to go. You know what I mean? And that's a shame. Who do they put in for the replacement? Book him for Booker? Don't know. But WWE's in a hard spot with that too. But getting back to my point, my point is my point. Okay? My point is that you can't have Dwayne Johnson, right, come in and do these kind of things. You know, I get he's a board member, and I get it's an executive decision. I'm still salty over it. I'm still mad over it. It's bad for business. However you slice and dice that, it's bad for business. And I don't understand WWE, and I really, really don't understand why they had to go down this path. They could have made that a triple threat and gave Cody his flowers and his parade. That's what I predict. That's what I told you guys they should have done from the get-go. But again, sorry guys if it's winding on my camera, my bad. We're out for my daily walk, and I wanted to get this done. Sorry, it's not just traditional at my desk doing a video. I thought I'd do it outside. But you guys get the point. What I'm coming from. You guys get where I'm like trying to come from. Like, I'm not a hater. I love The Rock. But fuck The Rock if he politicked. Seriously, fuck The Rock. That's not a fan service. And then what he's claiming is, here's what The Rock's claiming. That it saved WrestleMania 40. It did not need to be saved, Rock. Like, if The Rock wanted to do something, he could have just been up in the rafters. He could have come out, maybe did a couple rock bottoms, people's elbow, and send the people home happy. In a stupid segment, maybe with Grayson Waller or something. But, again, here we are in 2024. And, people turn around and tell me, well, Tony Khan's the devil, Tony Khan's this, that, and the third. Okay. Sorry, I'm walking around. I don't want people to think I'm a raving lunatic talking to my audience. I smell charbroiled burgers. It smells great. But you guys get where I'm coming from. It's not like I'm saying The Rock is a bad human being and WWE, I'm anti-pro WWE or anything like that. I like WWE. I think their booking could be a little bit better. Some of the quirky women's title matches, tag team title matches are ridiculous. But WWE has been the better product than AEW. But this just goes back. Let me get over here real quick. This just makes, honestly, WWE look like idiots. And the reports, and here's the reports. The reports are saying Cody's going to win the World Heavyweight title. And then from there, right, he's going to hold it until SummerSlam. And then beat Roman, get his send-off, get his flowers. And then you're telling me we're making new titles again? WWE, he'll say AEW makes too many titles and all this shit and custom title this, custom title that. What about WWE? If these sports are to be believed, honestly, if they're meant to be, what the fuck are we doing as in people? What are we doing as a wrestling fan? I expect it from AEW. I don't expect it from WWE. And a lot of people today are just pissed. Can't blame people. I can't blame myself for being upset. Seriously. It's a nice looking car. I like that. But you guys get where I'm coming from, you know. It's like people didn't want to hear last night when I said in the show, I had a few people that were a little upset. Monet going to AEW next week. I think that's the announcement. But in typical WWE fashion, they got to outshine, what's going on in the world, and that's okay. You know, at the end of the day, that's typical WWE for you. I don't want this video to become an AEW versus WWE thing, and I don't want you guys thinking that I shill for any company. Because, recently I've had people think that way when I do wrestling reviews and shit like that. That's not my goal or my intent. But you guys get where I'm coming from. I think that the stuff with the Dwayne Johnson is gross and disgusting. I think personally, they could have done things better. I think a triple threat would have been a lot better. On a personal note. They got a party going on over here. Jesus. Look, I'll break it down for you, from the news article, right? From the news article, right? Of The Rock, right? So here's the news story, right, of The Rock. The Rock has requested basically this match at Mania, and the board of directors agreed with it. That's why you saw Cody look the way he looked. Basically, from what the reports are basically saying, is from there, The Rock said Cody would get his flowers after his moment in Mania, right? Which I think is really stupid, because, man, he should have it now. Like, what the fuck are we doing as in people? He should have it now. But, again, like I said, if you're believing the reports, I've been spot on about Monet, so that I'll make a video about that at some time in the future. But I think that's a foregone conclusion. She's going to get a hella paycheck from AEW. That's just a foregone conclusion at that point. Tony Khan did say major names are coming to AEW, which tells me it's, Monet and probably Okada, but, who knows? Who knows with all that noise? But anyway, Rock politicking, I'm not surprised. I'm hella not surprised, to be honest. If I was, you would know. I just think it's kind of sad that it came down this way of The Rock politicking. Honestly. I don't expect it from him. He's beloved. But pulling a Hulk Hogan move at the last minute is just not it, Chief. And I think that's where a lot of my anger came from, to be honest. I think that's where a lot of my anger came from last night, was the fact that it wasn't so much, it's not so much that I don't dislike The Rock. I don't hate The Rock. I just despise when somebody politics to get where they need to be in wrestling. I saw it with Jeff Jarrett when he owned TNA for a while there with his dad. I saw it with Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff in WCW/TNA. I saw that to an extent with Triple H towards the end. And we got garbage match after garbage match after garbage match. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, Rock and Roman could be good. I'm just not buying it. I'm not feeling it. That should have been done a year ago in Hollywood. If that's what you were going to do, and you did this whole full circle. And the reason The Rock didn't do it last year was over money concerns. Rock has plenty of money. He has billions of dollars. He don't need a paycheck, but he wants a paycheck. And I just find it absurd to a lot of extents. You know, sorry if my chats are not working. Are my chats not working? Oops. Let's see here. Chat working? I don't know if the chats are working or not, but whatever. I'm on YouTube, I guess. But I think a lot of my community incentivizes what I'm saying, and I'm saying it. It's absurd to me how you pull that segment, and you can see Cody Rhodes' expression last night. There's no joke with that. But the reports, I'll have links down below once, you know, I get home and on a computer. Dwayne Johnson, literally, at the 10th hour, last minute, basically politicked his way into the main event using his TKO powers. I figured he was going to do this a couple of times. Does he really need the money? Does he really need the spotlight like that? No. And I think CM Punk was right about him years and years and years ago. He doesn't care about young talent. He only cares about himself. He cares what makes him money. And I'm not for Rock Roman. I never have. They should have pulled the trigger 3 years ago when they had the opportunity. They should have pulled it last year when they had the opportunity. They didn't. By the way, we're by a van store and everything. And IHOP. So there's that. But again, you guys get the point where I'm coming from. I'm not trying to sound negative or anything towards WWE. That's not my goal or my intent today. When I wanted to go live and talk about it, I wanted to speak my mind for a moment because it's baffling to me. As a person, it's baffling. So we're going to get over to the park and then walk around that, and I'll head back. It's been 17 minutes. I'm just doing a light walk today, guys. I'm not doing anything special. But again, as I said, I'll change my title here. But you guys get where I'm coming from. So I'll stop this stream real quick, and I'll start a new one.